Hello and welcome to Extreme Gameplays, where I play games stylish. Today I'm gonna be ranking the blades in a top 5. This is from my main video that I made like yesterday, so make sure to check out that video where I go in depth talking about these blades, then make a top 5 based on the category that I talk about and stuff. This is just the top 5s pulled out of that video and put into one video as a promotion to the video, you know. So make sure to check out the real blades in-depth comparison video that you're seeing on the screen right now. Peace. So, top 5 blades based on design. At number 5, we have the Blades of Athena from God of War 2. Number 4, we have the Blades of Chaos from God of War Ascension. Number 3, we have the Blades of Athena from God of War Ghost of Sparta. Number 2, we have the Blades of Exile from God of War 3. Number 1, we have the Blades of Chaos from God of War 4. Yeah, next we have God of War 4, and I gotta say something here. I'm not including God of War 4, because the damage you output is based on the armor you're wearing, and that can't be fair now, can it? Now let's make our deciding top 5. So coming in at number 5, we have God of War Chains of Olympus. Number 4, we have the Blades of Athena from God of War 2. Number 3, we have the Blades of Athena for God of War Ghost of Sparta. Number 2, we have God of War Ascension for the damage it outputs. Of course, you have to earn it, but when you earn it, oh, you go crazy. And at number 1, we have God of War 3, Blades of Exile. Like, you execute every move, and every move has some high damage to it. It's really cool. Sound effects. This one is purely just the sound of the blades when you attack, so no need to go in depth talking about them. Here's the list based on my opinion. Number 5, we have God of War 2. They're good, but not better than the first game for some reason. Number 4, we have God of War 1. I don't know, they sound slightly better than God of War 2 for some reason. That's how I hear them. Number 3, we have the Blades of Exile from God of War 3. I love the sound these blades make when you slam the ground. Just listen. Number 2, we have God of War 4. This one is so satisfying. I freaking love it. It sounds the closest to a chain as possible. I don't know. It just sounds so good. But not better than number 1, because my number 1 is God of War Ascension. Just listen to this madness. I mean, it sounds like magical chains. The speed and aggression. Let's get to the top 5 to decide. At number 5, we have God of War Ghost of Sparta. Number 4, we have God of War Ascension. The air attacks are really fast for what they are. Number 3, we have God of War 4. The runic attacks really help them get to the top 3. At number 2, we have God of War 3, Blades of Exile with its fast attacks, but not fast enough, because at number 1, we have the Blades of Athena from God of War 2 and 3. It's an easy bit when you look at how fast every attack is, except for the ground Tartarus Rage. Really takes it for when it comes to speed. Moves. Now allow me to rank them in my top 5. At number 5, we have the Blades of Athena from God of War Chains of Olympus. These upgraded the way Tartarus Rage works and are really effective and strong. Next at number 4, we have the Blades of Athena from God of War 2. Now I chose this over Chains of Olympus purely because they're more fluid when you use them. Maybe it's just the engine that God of War 2 was running on, but every move just somehow blends into the others so perfectly. That and the holding square attack. I just love that. Next at number 3, we have the Blades of Chaos God of War 4. These boys do a lot of heavy damage and have a lot of moves in their arsenal. Really fast, fluid attacks that blend into each other nicely and fluidly. I really love the Blades of Chaos from God of War 4. Coming up in the number 2 spot, we have the Blades of Chaos from God of War Ascension. Simply put, the amount of moves and new attacks mixed with all the awesome additional options given to the player when rolling and while being in the air truly makes God of War Ascension a one-of-a-kind for the awesome attacks that Kratos can do in the franchise. I love Ascension's blades. You should too. You should play God of War Ascension because it'll get you late. God of War is fucking rad. But not more than my favorite at number 1. Of course, we have the Blades of Exile from God of War 3. Now, where do I begin? The fact that you can execute the grapple after nearly every single attack is amazing. The range it has and the damage it does, where it's not crazy that breaks the game, but it's still a very good damage output, and the fact that you have it unlocked the moment you get the Blades of Exile. Like the game already knew it just created the greatest move of all time. The fact that these blades have the best range and damage in the Greek saga, and the attacks having little to no recovery time, also them being executed this fast, should tell you a lot about them. How you can also redirect every single attack as much as you want, it's just the best set of blades ever. Holding square being this diverse and deep in what you can do with it is nothing short of perfection, truly deserving of the number 1 spot.